Hello creative mind, welcome home. I'm Survival and today I'll be introducing you to PixelLab App. So I believe you must have been seeing some of these beautiful wall mock-up logos, people posting on WhatsApp status and other social media handles. So this app is actually what is used in making some of those beautiful wall mock-up logos. So what you can do with this app is actually unlimited. It all depends on your creativity, as much as your creativity can take you. So without wasting much time, let's get to work. Like I said, today I'll be introducing you to the interface of the application. So first of all, I want to show you this. I believe you can see this moving stuff. They are more like, will I say, what term will best fit it now? They are more like templates that you can easily use or edit. You see this one, it has changed everything. You can see this, you see it changing. You see this one is 3D text, some of the 3D text. You see, these are just templates you can edit, but I love using this, the default. I love using this. And again, if you take a look just down at the bottom of the screen, you will notice something like 3 circles, another one like A, another one like a, will I say, a pentagon, and then the other one like 2 squares, and so on. So the first one here is text. It simply means text. These are features or effects or what you can use in editing your text. So this one is for object. The second one is for objects, what you can do to an object using it. Then this third one is for images and background. And then the last one is the effects you can use on your images or background or something like that. That is it. So now for the text that you are seeing here, just in this my project, you can see templates. For the text here, you can see styles. From here you can browse different styles you can use for your text. I don't have any style here. You can see styles, like if I use this one, you see the effect it has given to my text. That is what the styles can do. You can select as many styles as possible. That is it. But before I show you other effects that you can add to your text, let's go to the upper side of the screen. Take a look at the upper side of this, at the top of the screen. The first one here is layers. So we'll be working with it later, but just know that this is layer. You can merge the layer, you can lock it, you can edit it, you can hide it, you can delete it. So there are a lot of things you can do with the layer. When we start working on different projects, you will get to be using some of these things and you get to use it and know how they work. The second one next to the layer is the guide. You see it, once you click it, it shows you something like draw something like a line. It will help guide you whether on where to place your objects. So it's more like a guide. The other one is to zoom, which I can't remember when I have ever used it. The one next to it is to undo. Okay, so then at the topmost part of the screen you can see 3 dots. I can actually mark some of these things, but they run down my phone RAM. That's why I'm not doing that. So when you click on the three dots, you see use image from gallery. That will automatically change this background we are having here and give it the background of any image you select. Now note, it is different from adding an image to your design. Once you add an image using this, automatically you are changing the background. You are not adding an image for design, rather you are changing the background. So this one full screen, use image from camera, that is it. You can export image, you can change the image size. I think these are the ones you might need. So try to explore this app so that when we start working with it, you will not have difficulties knowing where we are or what we are doing. So this one that looks like quotation on top here, that one is more like, will I say, a placeholder? Should I call it a placeholder? Or should I just call it just text? You can just copy it. Once you click it, it pastes in. I don't usually use it, but you can find it useful. You can check it out. So this one is to share. So with this one now, you'll be able to save your picture to gallery, but I will advise you to save as projects. Whatever you are doing, save it as projects so that in case you want to make some further editings to your work, you can come back to the project and then make the editings. But if you save it as image or you use the three dots to export it as image, you only have your image. You get? Maybe you are done making your logo mock-up or whatever it is called, and then you want to correct something, and then trying to correct it, you discover that you saved your work as image. You cannot do the correction again. You have to restart with the design. That's why it's good you save as projects, and then when you are done, you can then export as image or save as image. The plus sign here, you can use it to add shapes or images from gallery. The image you use it to add is something you use for your designs. So don't get confused yet. We are still going to use all this in making designs. Okay, so now let's go with the text. So this is the text. These are styles, okay, that you can use. Okay, we've picked one already. So with this edit, you can simply edit whatever write-up you have there. Take a look, you see a double T on top. You can use it to toggle on the caps, either to make it all capital letter, all small letter, or yeah, I think that's what you can use it for. Okay, so now delete, I believe you know what delete is. Then copy, believe you know what it means to copy. Then bring to front and bring to back. Let me go to these shapes and then bring in one shape so that I will be able to demonstrate this bring to front and bring to back. Okay, I'll go back to my text. This is the text. So when I click on this bring to front, it will bring it in front of this shape here. Let's see what it looks like. I believe you can see it. That is what bring to front does. If I should send it to the back, I'll click to back. You see it is to be behind the object. So now position will, okay, let me delete this. So what position will do is this: it will help you align. Okay, sorry, position, you can use it to move it up, down, or whatever way you want. Or maybe you want to move it a little, you can set how you want it to move here. Maybe by, okay, you can see it. You can reduce it. That's what you do with position. Then relative position is more like align. To align your object or your text to either to anywhere you want, to the edges. You can use this to push it to the right edge, to the left, to the center, to down, up, so whatever way you want it. So that's what the align does. The relative position, the text size, so you see it, you can increase it, you can decrease it. That's what you do with that. Then the padding is more like adding space before the text or after the text. So before it, I believe you can see it moving. That's it. Then right padding after it. So that's what padding does. Then this one is color. You can easily change the color of your text. You can use color, you can use gradient. It's on gradient now. I believe you can see it changing. If I choose color, you can see it. That's what it does. Okay. So now, texture. What texture does is this. It takes the more like, will I call it a clipping mask? If you are used to Adobe Illustrator, you should be used to this clipping mask. If I click on this image now, you will see what will happen to the text. Note, when you import any image, you can rotate it, you get left or right, you can flip it up or down or whichever direction you want. You can change the size using these ones. Okay, so you see now I use the texture on it. It took the picture or the surface of the image I just imported. So that's what it does. Okay, so that's what texture does. Opacity is simply the visibility of your text. You see it? It's simply the visibility of whatever thing you are changing the opacity. So the rotate, you see it? This is what it does. It rotates it. So I'll take it back to 0 degrees. Okay. This mask is a style, or that's where the creativity lies. You can use it for a lot of things. Once I click on enable, it will cut off this edge. That means I can place an image just here and then leave the upper ones. You see it? That's what it does. Okay, can change it to in or out. So it's a bit complex, but that's where you show your creativity. Okay, so this one is font. Here you can change the fonts. These are the fonts I'm having on my phone. You can change your text font. This one is style. With this style, you can make your text bold, or you can make it italics, or you can underline it, or you can remove all those things. That's what it does. Then the curve. With the curve, you can curve your text. That's what it does. Okay. Then the background, you can give it a background, an easy background. Gradient, you can give it a gradient background. Believe you can see it. You can give it just any background of your choice. So the align works where you have more than one line of text. So now let me show you. Let me edit this. Okay, and then write up something. Let's check on align. Okay, let's check on align. Hope I'm spelling its alignment. Okay, and then click OK. So this is where your align comes to work. So when you click on this, it's on left align. You can push it to right. You see it? It's going right. You can make it be in the middle. That is what align does. It works when you have more than one line of text. That's when you can use the align. Okay, so this space is space in between the words. Believe you can see the words getting longer. That is space in between the alphabets. Horizontally, this one is that of the vertical one. So, but I don't have more than one line of text. That's why this one might not work. So this is the stroke. Stroke simply means something like adding more color at the edge of your text or image or object. Okay, so just take a look. I believe you can see it changing. Let me increase it. You can see it. That is what stroke is. You can change it to color. You can see it. That's white. Adding some kind of color or text or feelings just at the edge of your text, objects, or anything. Shadow is something similar to it, but that will just add shadow. Believe you can see the shadow effects. So that is it. Okay. So you can just check out some of these ones. Okay. So this emboss will kind of give it a touch of 3D. You can check some of this. Okay, but that's what it does. Perspective, we'll be using perspective. I will not be showing you what you can do with it now, but in our subsequent classes we'll be using it and you'll get used to it. So 3D, with 3D you can rotate it 3D. I believe you can see it. So let me take it to 0. Okay, this is it. This is what 3D can do. Okay, let me take it back to 0. Okay, so that's 3D. 3D rotates. You can then make your text 3D. You see the feelings or the look of it now that I made it 3D text. That's what it does. So you can check on the depth. You can make it deep. Okay, I love something simple as this. So you can either darken it, try out these things. I'm not supposed to teach you everything. As you explore the app, you get used to some of this. So the next one is 3D shadow. This one adds something like a shadow beneath your text. Sorry, let's go back to it. 3D shadow, it adds a kind of shadow beneath your text. Okay, I believe you can see the shadow effect. So that is what it does. Then the reflection, it reflects the text. Believe you can see it. Okay, let me remove the shadow. Okay, believe you can see it on the screen. That's the reflector to a kind of reproduce the text. So that is what you can do with the text. Next will be the objects, the editings you can do with I'll be introducing you to the objects stuff. This is the object. So you can add stickers, any of these stickers there, maybe this. Okay, you can add emojis. So it all depends on what you want to make. Okay, you can import it. Okay, you can decide to draw. So but I use more of shapes. So when you click this arrow down here, just here, you see other shapes. Believe this arrow just beside this square here, once you click it, you get other shapes. So I use more of shapes. So you can try out other stuff there. Then you can try out the arrows, you can change the edges to, so you can just explore it. So that's for the shapes. This one will affect the background. You see transparent background. You can change the image size. You can import image, maybe this, right? You can import from gallery. Okay, I'm making this video in the bush. I can use my camera now to get an image. You see it? Okay, see that becomes the image for this. So that is it. And then you can add effects, something like this, can enable this, right? Or you can use noise, can enable noise, can use stripes as a kind of design. You see it having a new look. Okay, can increase it, can reduce it, can repeat it. So it all depends on what you want. Like I said, you can do a lot of stuff with this app. It all depends on how your creativity can take you. It all depends on your creativity. So try out some of this. So that is it for the introduction. Thank you for watching. In the next class, we'll be making an easy design using the Pixel app. I mean something simple, a simple design using the Pixel app. So try to explore the app and then get ready for the next class. See you next class. Thank you for watching. God bless you.